Good afternoon, ladles, jelly spoons, and all other non-binary kitchen utensils. I am your host, Hova, and this is Gravy Wheels Podcast. And I've got two other co-hosts with me, here and here.
I'm Andrew.
I'm Frank.
Well, we just...
If I'm not ready for it, man, then it's going to be rough. But, you know, we got through it.
Sure. Well, you gotta start somehow. You can't always be graceful.
Mm-hmm.
You bought one of those, they only sold those in a case, right?
Yes, I believe. I don't know. I mean, I picked up a case, but that's how I got them. Yeah, did you see the original cans are all red, and they're I'm not a fan of these just because they're blue, you know, but, you know, yeah, all right. It's just weird to see blue with anything Chiefs, but the first batch of cans were really nice because they were all red.
Yeah, we sold out of those pretty quickly.
Oh, I bet, yeah. Speaking of the Chiefs, we took an L. Took an L to the Raiders.
That's never a fun one to deal with.
Not good, man. First game, and I mean, it would have been our 14th win in a row. So, you know, we had to give them Vegas boys something to be proud of, I guess, or something. I don't know. Whatever. It'll be fine.
I'm not mad. You're mad.
You're right.
Maybe
you're right. I'm mad.
Maybe they shouldn't have been playing with their Polly Pockets and fucking played some foosball.
Oh, I agree. Yeah, they didn't play very well.
So they're not a foosball team, though.
Just a foosball.
Are there foosball teams? Foosball isn't foosball only solo?
No, yeah. No, you can play duos. You can play 2v2.
You can play twos? Okay. I didn't know if that was official, though.
Well, I don't know what the league structure is like.
Yeah, see, I was thinking, you know, is that just Boys and Girls Club rules, or? Because anything goes at the Boys and Girls Club, let's be honest.
It seems fine at all the tech startups, and that's who I get my foosball rules from. Tech pros.
Fair enough, yeah. Okay. So, Amazon Prime Day. You guys done any shopping? Checked it out at all, or?
I saw that the Pixelbook Go was $200 today, and I didn't get one, and I'm mad at myself.
The what?
The Pixelbook Go. Google's
book. So like an audiobook? Or...
No, it's a Chromebook. It's a laptop.
Oh, okay. I was thinking like a Kindle.
No, it's a proper like Chromebook laptop. And my son uses a Chromebook for school, and his is pretty old, but it still works. And I don't know. I just couldn't justify it, even though I really would have liked it. Yeah. What about you?
When did it start? Did it start today or yesterday?
Today. I think there were some deals earlier this week, but not like today's Prime Day proper.
I wasn't really... I don't even know. I saw a tweet about it or something, and I happened to get on there for a second and found that they were selling the S9, or they had deals on Samsung phones. And I'm in the market right now for a new phone because I'm still with the S9 Plus, which is, you know, what, 3 years old now, I think? I think 3 years are going on it, whatever. And the screen's cracked, and, you know, charging it is like one of those where you have to like get the cable just right, or well, I'm pretty rough on phones, I'm not gonna lie. So I've been in the market, and I've been thinking about getting either the S20 or the Note. And today I went ahead and broke down and bought myself the S20 for $749.99 marked down, which is a pretty good deal, I thought.
I mean, yeah, if you're gonna buy one of those premium flagship phones.
Yeah, just for the 128 gig, I think, is the smallest storage, which isn't a big deal because I have a 500 gig SD card that I'll just slap right into it. You know, which is actually I just realized I did not make sure that it has expandable memory, but it has to, right? Surely.
I think that the Samsungs do, but I'm not 100% certain.
If it doesn't, I'll return it. I'll tell you that much because I cannot survive on 128. But yeah, I even looked like on the AT&T. I have AT&T, and you can upgrade like directly from the app and just order, a new phone there. And I looked, and it was $1,000 there, and I think it was 1,000 or more on Walmart. So I was like, sounds like a good deal.
What is the problem for you with 128 gigs of phone storage?
I take photos, all my eBay listings.
Sure, like I do that too, but like if you have Google Photos, it backs up everything for you automatically.
I don't use cloud. I don't trust it. How am I supposed to have pictures of my dong just floating around on the internet? I don't trust that. That's how Kim Kardashian's butthole got leaked.
You're not supposed to have pictures of your dong anywhere, period. It's sort of the trick. It's the trick to that one.
It's so small anyways, if somebody sees it, they might think it's child stuff.
It's going to be, it'll be all grainy and black and white, like an electron microscope photograph. They had to get it all the way down in there.
Yeah. I just I don't know. I don't trust it, So my thing is it's more complicated than that even, probably, because I'm not like most people. Maybe I am. I take photos constantly, so every listing that I take for eBay is at least 3 or 4 photos, sometimes 12 per item. So, if I list 20 items in a day, I mean, that adds up quick, obviously.
Yeah.
And then I post videos on Twitter constantly, and even YouTube videos. I take all that on my phone. I shoot everything. There was a period where I got like a nice Canon Power Shot or whatever. I can't even think of the which camera I have now, but and GoPros and everything. But now it's just like you can just shoot with your phone because it's going to be pretty much on par with everything that's out there as far as price goes anyways. So, I'm just constantly taking photos and videos, and I don't delete as I go. It might be a stupid 10-second Twitter video, and I just don't take the time to go and delete stuff. I try to now, like every few days or whatever, I'll try to go and delete stuff, but it builds up over time,
Yeah, no, I get that. Because I have my phone set up to like sync automatically, I'd never have to worry about deleting stuff. It just is like, it just kind of rolls off the back end, and then I still have access to it.
Yeah.
So.
Yeah, I don't know. Maybe I need to put my fear aside and just try it.
This is boring. What?
Hold on.
What, Frank?
What do you got? Oh my.
Is that Naboo? The Gungan Palace on Naboo?
Are you Misa feel Oh man!
Wow, I'm embarrassed that I recognize that.
I got a call.
Don't tell me you had time.
I have not.
You didn't. Okay, all right.
I got a call on the radio, and they're like, "There's a package for you up here." I'm like, and we had already figured out that your packages might not be being delivered on time and stuff. I'm like, that's not from him. What is this? I didn't order any parts of this size. Attention! Click Commander on the box. Oh no,
Andrew! You said click Commander, and it deleted him, dude. I think we just keep going, right? We just keep going, and then when he comes,
he can join.
Yeah,
again.
We have to. There he is.
Hi.
He's coming. Now the order's messed up.
Oh, no.
Can you hear us, Andrew?
My Discord was like, "Hey, now's really good to just restart."
Yeah, I mean, it happens. And he's back. We're good. Everything's great. Right when Frank said click Commander, you deleted, dude.
Yeah, that's my keyword. It's like Skull and Bones. Whenever somebody says that, I have to go into another room.
Oh, okay. Yeah, fair enough. Anyways, Frank, continue.
And then so I open it up. I'm like, what the fuck is in here? And there's a goddamn singing and dancing Jar Jar Binks in a box. And some of these, which I'm gonna open up at some point.
Yes. Or you could just do it. Maybe we do that at the end of the episode.
I still got mine sitting right next to me.
But I gotta say, these things we've been sending each other for the birthdays and stuff, they're getting kind of outlandish. But
dude, you're so lucky.
And I But I found something. I say that it's so outlandish and we should stop, but I just found something that you and I have to buy for Andrew.
Uh-oh. I'm down. I'm already down. I don't care what it is.
And he has to wear it every podcast.
Oh, God.
Once he gets it.
No.
It's a bowler.
And we can do 4 payments of $29.99. I think it's pretty reasonable.
Not bad.
No.
Oh, yeah. You can at least wear it once.
So it's only 4 payments of $14.99, considering we're splitting it. So that's affordable.
Yeah.
If it doesn't have Pepsi Man on it, then I don't give a shit.
What's Pepsi Man?
What's Pepsi Man?
Yeah, what's Pepsi Man?
I'm gonna need a second. I'll be right back.
Is that Ray Charles? Do you remember the old Diet Pepsi ads, Frank, with Ray Charles?
I don't remember anything. I black out a lot.
It's like
a lot.
Uh-oh.
Oh God, I forgot that it takes me 7 hours to put my headphones in.
I just listed a vintage Diet Pepsi Ray Charles shirt. This is "That's the right one, baby." Uh-huh. Like big block. You know how like everything back then was like big blocked out words, something like that. I don't know. It's pretty rare, I guess.
Pepsi Man was a mascot for Pepsi in Japan only in the 90s.
Okay.
He had a lot of weird appearances. Pepsi Man showed up in, I think it's Fighters Mega Mix on the Sega Saturn as a playable character.
This is why you know who Pepsi Man is.
No, it's not. He had his own PS1 game.
Oh.
And he looks about like this. This is a little bottle cap of him stepping on a rake and hitting himself in the junk.
Oh my God. That's amazing. I didn't know that he was a thing.
Pepsi Man rules. I highly recommend that you... Okay, over the credits of this episode, you have to play the Pepsi Man song, because you can find it on YouTube. It's like 5 minutes long.
I'll try to find it.
It's amazing. It's great. Pepsi Man rules. It like all of his commercials are about him getting hurt or fucking up really bad, but somehow selling Pepsi. I love him.
How did you come across your little guy there? Little action figure.
I found him at a anime convention that I went to on a lark in Huntington, West Virginia.
What?
Oh,
we went to Huntington.
Yeah, you talked about this. Is this where you also played the table flip game?
Yeah. It's the same one. But they had this little booth that had a bunch of these, like, sort of Japanese curios and stuff. And
I like his chain.
I've loved. Yeah, he's got a chain.
Is that a bottle cap? Is that what that is?
Yeah, it fits over the top of a regular bottle. I had a bottle of Crystal Pepsi that he was sitting on for a long time.
Oh my God.
And
that's
then I
amazing.
drank it. Yeah, he rules. He's great. His commercials are very enjoyable. Please go watch them. They're a blast. I launched a short-lived Twitter campaign where I was trying to get Pepsi to reinstate Pepsi Man, to bring him back. It didn't work.
Okay.
I gave up.
Did you make a new account, like a new Twitter account?
No, it's on mine. You can go check out my tweets, and you can find the 5 Pepsi Man tweets I made before I got bored and dropped that. Yes, Frank.
That's what you should do, is just make the new Pepsi Man Twitter and then just tweet at Pepsi daily. Like day 362 of mentioning Pepsi until they bring back Pepsi Man.
There was the reason I know about him is because I used to get this magazine when I was a kid called Toy Fair. It was like it's known to you.
Yeah.
And there was a Pepsi Man action figure in it once. It was like a Japan only thing, and I was really interested in it. And also, apparently, it smelled like Pepsi. That was part of the shtick of it.
Baller.
He's always hurting himself. That's the Pepsi Man promise.
Poor guy.
You can't see it because it's really hard to notice, but his mouth is also open, yelling in pain.
Focus.
It's that teeny tiny little dimple.
Facial expressions and everything.
So I'm just saying that
he kind of reminds me of Deadpool.
Yeah, a little bit, I guess.
Just because, the suit, I don't know.
Yeah, it's that kind of Zentai suit thing. I'm just saying that Pepsi Man would absolutely murder the Coca-Cola polar bears.
Well,
Oh, definitely.
yeah, they
Easily.
can't survive anyways. They're in poor condition. They've been staying on that little tiny fucking iceberg for fucking the past decade because the fucking
Drinking nothing but
ice caps are
soda.
melting.
You want to know what the original name of Pepsi was? Brad's drink.
Brad's drink?
Yeah.
I see why they went with Pepsi.
This episode brought to you by PepsiCo. Thank you, Pepsi. But also, fuck you, Pepsi, for not bringing back Pepsi Man.
Damn, shit just got real, dude.
What? It's not like you have a... Is Cardi B your mascot now? I mean, I'm fine with that if she is, but...
No.
Sure. Pepsi Man would get destroyed by the RC Cola guy.
Who is that? An RC Cola guy. I imagine the RC Cola mascot is a guy in an ill-fitting tank top and like a denim jacket and a trucker hat that he can't seem to get on right, and the bill's bent.
Are you saying something about the crowd
Sounds
that
about
buys RC Cola?
No, I'm saying the hat is, of course, his royal crown.
That's the soda that was always in the mini fridge at my grandma and grandpa's shop that they used to have downtown. Like, I would go there and stay with them because mom wouldn't want to pay for a babysitter or whatever, and they would always have pimento cheese sandwiches for me for lunch and an RC Cola. That's just like every day, pimento cheese sandwich, RC Cola. That was the staple.
That's how you know they didn't love you.
No, that's bullshit.
Exactly.
That's bullshit, though. As an adult, I get down on some pimento cheese spread. You know how fucking expensive that shit is?
It's pretty expensive. And it's crazy how much a pimento cheese sandwich transforms just by the action of toasting the bread before you make said sandwich. So much better. It's delicious. When was the last time you had a pimento cheese sandwich, Andrew?
Never.
Oh, fuck.
Sorry, I had a macaron for the first time today. That was pretty cool.
Good for you. Stepping out of your comfort zone.
First time. No, most 99% of the time I go to bakeries, I can't eat shit.
Okay, have you ever had an RC Cola?
Yes, I've had many RC Colas. I've had your Dr. Thunders as well.
Dr. Choice, Dr. Thunder, all that crap.
Dr.
Casey's has their own sodas now too, I noticed over the weekend. They have orange soda and then whatever their lime, I don't remember what it was called, and then just like a cola, I think. But they were like the most ghetto looking bottles ever. It was just like a mostly clear label with Casey's on it. It was like Casey's orange. Like, oh shit. It's probably like 30 cents a liter.
Do y'all remember Slice?
Yes.
Yeah.
Do they still make Slice?
I don't know if they do or not. I haven't seen it in fucking forever.
I don't know.
I used to really like it. Get that at Taco Bell.
It's all about that Baja Blast, son.
Yeah, now it is. Are you going to get any of that wine? The Taco Bell wine?
That's a thing?
Yeah, Taco Bell's they're coming out with their own, like, jalapeno wine. Ugh. And I believe they already sold out of it, like, instantly.
How are they going to get rid of salsa verde and then make wine? Because their priorities. Fuck you. No, it was not. Tomatillos are the shit.
But like part of the thing of salsa verde is that it's like really fresh. It's like really refreshing. So how can they make at headquarters of salsa verde?
Sure,
preservatives,
but I still preferred the salsa verde over any of the other hot sauces there whenever they had it. That was my go-to.
Diablo sauce was trash. It tasted like Fruit Loops to me. It had a sweet bit to it that tasted like Fruit Loops.
Speaking of Fruit Loops, have you guys had the mystery flavor Mountain Dew yet this year that they also had last year?
No.
But this is supposed to be like, a 2020 edition, so you'd think it'd be different. It tastes exactly the same as the mystery flavor last year. It tastes like fucking Fruit Loops. Straight up, like Fruit Loops, Skittles, whatever. It's basically all the same shit. Fruity Pebbles, all that stuff.
A couple years ago, I had that LeBron James Sprite flavor, and that shit is just Skittles. It's just wet Skittles.
I don't remember that one.
Not good. It was not good.
Huh. Doesn't sound too. Yeah. I don't want soda that tastes like. I've seen that man's cock, so I don't need to.
Why?
I'm sorry. Was that too much?
We need more better mascots for brands again. You know, I mean, we lost the stupid Geico lizard. We lost the Taco Bell Chihuahua. You know, we lost Pepsi Man. He's never coming back.
Budweiser frogs.
Yeah.
Where the fuck is Cool Spot? Where the fuck are the California raisins?
7-Up. Stop. Raisin. What?
Where's the beef grandma?
Dead.
Oh, I know where she is.
Dead or in prison.
Oh, shit. So I bought something else today.
Nope, not yet.
Go ahead.
Mascots used to be so popular though that they had their own fucking video games. There are multiple Chester the Cheetah video games. There's Cool Spot,
Burger King, obviously.
Chex Quest.
I don't know any of those. I'm gonna be honest with you.
Chex Quest? You know Chex Quest?
I don't remember that.
Chex Quest is like a Doom clone that came on with the checks, and it was on a CD-ROM.
A floppy? Oh, okay.
Basically, yeah.
Sounds amazing. I'm down.
There was just a re-release of it where they put together a really nice physical edition with a really nice box and
hell yeah,
it's cool.
There's a fucking gnat, dude. I'm sorry.
Cool Spot was a platformer though.
Freaking
What?
Cool Spot was a solid platformer. I had that fucker on the game.
Yeah. It was great. Cool Spot was awesome. I'm sorry, what were you going to say, Joey?
Yeah, what'd you buy?
I bought 2.
Okay.
The Oculus Quest 2. Oh my god. Look at you go, dude. That cover art was actually sick though.
I miss
good cover art, man.
Yeah.
I mean, is it all just nostalgia, or are all game covers just actual ass now?
Do you remember when games used to come with manuals?
Yep. If you're lucky now, there's one sleeve and it's for downloadable content or something. You know, it's buy the pass. Fuck off.
It's an ad for fucking whatever.
Yeah. Bullshit.
You bought an Oculus Quest 2.
I did.
One? Did you say that you bought 2 of them?
I did, because I remember putting in my email on Best Buy a month ago, because they came out a month ago, or maybe it was I'm not sure. I don't know if it was pre-orders or just actual sales, and they were sold out. So I just put in my email, and I got a push notification on my phone Oculus Quest 2 is now available. And I was like, probably not, but I'll check. And I got on, and much to my surprise, both of the 128 and 256 gig models were available. And so I just went ahead and put 2 in my cart and bought them, because I know that's how everything's going, right? You know what I mean? Whatever it is, it's fucking selling out immediately. And I did have the thought, honestly, I didn't look into it at all, but I had the thought of I just got my Oculus Quest, and I know that I had to pay a pretty good markup. I think I paid $600 or more for it, because they had been sold out for so fucking long. And it's great. I love it. But I might just keep one of the second ones, and sell my original one. And then I'm sure I won't have any problem getting rid of the second one here during Christmas. So that's just how I do shit, man. You buy 2 or 3 and you pay for the one that you keep,
This is the first time I've been tempted by a VR thing. $300 for a standalone VR thing, but you can also plug it into your computer, use it as a,
right. So it's best of both worlds, because you can, you can, if you don't want to be tethered, you don't have to be, but if you just want to have it as an accessory to the game that you enjoy, that you're going to have a sit down experience with or whatever, then you can do that too.
The way that I imagine VR being best is if you take it over to somebody's house.
Yes.
Because everybody wants to try it. It's such a novel thing. And now that there's an easy, good way to do it without having to bring a laptop or whatever and set up, motion tracking cameras and all this other shit.
Right.
That's it. We're finally getting there.
I agree, man. That's even when I had the what's the fucking Steam one? Yeah.
The Index?
No. I guess it's not Steam. Fuck, what is it? I don't know. One of the original ones, but it had physical sensors. I think it had 4 sensors.
The Vive?
Vive, yeah, the Vive. I had the HTC Vive. And that one had physical sensors that you would have to mount in the room, and it was just a pain in the dick hole. And there was all kinds of cables.
Yeah.
But yeah, the Oculus is nice, man. You can, as long as the person that you're visiting has space, that's all that really matters. And if you have a decent enough laptop, then you can play anything off of just a laptop. So
see, I think we're underutilizing that technology though. Like all these piece of shit people you see at Walmart and fucking driving down the road, we need to like stick them inside like a VR thing to like train them how to be better fucking human beings.
Yeah, and make them mine crypto too.
Possibly while they're being dosed with pharmaceuticals to ingrain that into their head because people fucking suck.
I agree.
This is a whole rant that like I don't necessarily need to get into now, but like one of my biggest complaints about video games now is that what we are dealing with is this incredible tool to create human empathy by putting you in positions that you are not normally in a realistic enough setting that, you know, that can carry emotional weight and stuff. And we're not using that technology to like experience other people's experiences, to care about other people more. It's mostly we use it to like shoot people and jump over blocks and stuff.
Fair enough. Yeah.
I mean, being empathetic is like on the fun level is like here, and like jumping over blocks and shooting people in the face up here. But no, I know what
that's
you're saying.
Fair. That's why, but that's one of the reasons why I like Hellblade so much. That's why it remains one of my favorite games, is because it's actually like trying to give you an experience that is not one that you hopefully have, being, you know, schizophrenic.
That's still on Game Pass too, I think.
Yeah, it's because Microsoft bought that studio. They bought Ninja Theory.
Oh yeah, that's right.
They bought everybody.
Well, that's true. But yeah, there's a sequel coming out to it. I'm wondering if anybody's going to play that, to be honest, because I don't know. I don't know how big the first one was. It was fairly successful. It won a bunch of awards and stuff, but I don't know if your average, like, hobbyist gamer was aware of it or not.
So
it's a kick-ass game, though.
You just talked about Microsoft buying stuff. Supposedly Sony's going to be buying Warner Brothers. So that means that we might get in the new Spider-Man game, there might be Animaniacs DLC, I heard.
The Animaniacs.
I hope to God that that's not true, but I am excited to see the Animaniacs coming back. But also, I tried to watch the Animaniacs like a couple of years ago. Can't do it. You can't go home again.
I tried doing that with Rocco, the Netflix short movie or whatever, and I was like, I don't know, man. I don't know if I'm feeling this. I don't know if you guys tried it, but
I didn't know. I knew it was going to be upsetting.
I tried to do Doug was the only one I could get back into. I did Hey Arnold.
Hey Arnold, I could see.
Recess.
Recess, yeah, that was one that I was going to say. I went back and watched that recently, and Recess holds up, man. I could still watch that shit.
Gargoyles, and like 4 or 5 others, and I could get into like half of them.
Yeah.
Batman the Animated Series still
solid.
Holds all the way up. My son has really been interested in the 90s X-Men cartoon. I put it on the other day and was kind of just reliving some memories. And that movie, I mean, that show is corny as hell, but it still works. It's still fun.
Speaking of animation, have you guys tried the Jurassic World, whatever? I don't know what the title is, but there's a new animated Netflix series. It's all right. It's cool. You know, there's references to the movies and shit, and it's good to watch with the kiddos, I think.
If you're a Jurassic Park stan like yourself.
Exactly, dude. Exactly.
I wanted to mention this before we got off the topic, but Analog, today's October 13th, the day that we're recording this. On October 14th, Analog is announcing something tomorrow morning.
Retro.
Any predictions as to what that might be?
What was their last?
Something retro gaming flavored. The Pocket was the last thing that they
Pocket, right? Yeah.
Yeah. The only clue is that there is a 2 on it. So it says like announcement. The teaser image says announcement, and then there's a little 2 above it to signify it squared.
It's a GameCube.
Yeah.
Yeah. Cubed being famously the 2 over something.
All right.
If you cube something as 3.
It's Qbert.
It's the game squared. I hate you. What?
They're coming out with Qbert again.
Tubert.
Qbert.
Qbert 2 : Tubert.
Ha!
That's why you come here.
Oh god.
I don't know.
Do you have any guesses?
What do you know?
That's your company, man. You own stock.
It's gonna be completely irrelevant by the time this episode becomes live, anyways. So we'll see. I only stand to lose from this prediction. But my prediction is either a redesigned Super Nintendo clone that they have, the Super NT, a redesigned version of that, or just simply like restocking it. That's my guess.
Lame. That'd be lame to have like a teaser for a restock. Surely not.
People have been clamoring for it for a really long time, though. So who knows? Maybe they decided it was a big deal.
I feel like that's a bad PR move, though, to hype up, to release teasers and stuff for just a restock.
Yeah, especially
whenever
since they
it's kind of alluding to it could be something new.
Well, and they just pissed everybody off with the way they did it with the Pocket too, because they were like, "There's going to be a big thing coming up," and everybody thought it was going to be on sale date, and it was not. It was an announcement of another announcement.
Yeah.
So hopefully they fucking learned from that. But God, I hate that shit.
Hopefully. Escusi.
I'm so happy that you gave us a Pepsi Man background.
I wish I could do that. But that has wrong graphics card. Oh, Andrew, also, I got something else today.
Is it in your pants?
It is in my pants.
Oh, you got a transmitter.
No, not a transmitter. I don't know if you can read that. I don't even know what it is.
Is it Sennheiser?
No. It's Tautronics.
Oh, you got a Bluetooth configure.
Yeah, little cute little earbuds.
Oh, you got that? Oh, I thought you were going to get on one of the like receivers for your wired headphones.
They were like $40, $50, something like that on Amazon, and they had pretty good reviews, so I just figured why not? Because I wanted to kind of start to get a feel for it before I knew I was going to upgrade my phone eventually. So yeah, I did buy them before but like with Amazon, there's not much risk because that they have such easy return policies on everything. So they were good enough for like what they need to do. I just wish that they have like almost no bass, which kind of sucks because I'm used to these, when you've got really good bass, noise canceling. They don't have any noise canceling, and they don't have hardly any bass. So I ordered another pair today because Katie's getting an S20 as well. So we're both going to need them. So I figure we can kind of, play around, try stuff out, return whatever we don't like, and kind of go from there. I'm still wanting to try those Raycons though, man, as much as I hear them toted by everybody. And, some people are like, they're trash, they're terrible, don't get them. And then other people are like, dude, they're totally fine. I love the bass. So I think it's just kind of like, I would probably think they're totally fine. Andrew would be like, I would never touch these. So it just depends on what kind of an audio, guy you are.
I mean, that's the problem with headphones that are IEM style, like these. Is that
Right.
the way they sound is so dependent on how you get them to fit in your ear.
That's that's what I noticed about these. Whenever the first time I put them in, I was like, "What the like these are like worse than the in-flight headphones they give you on a Delta, like hour and a half Han skip." Yeah, right. Like they're fucking terrible. And then I looked at the little guide, and it's like, put them in like this, and then twist them to where it like kind of inserts it further into your ear hole. And I did that, and I was like, oh, okay. Now it's way better, but there's still no bass or noise canceling. So
I don't trust those. I've had like 2 or 3 pairs of those, and they never last. Just I don't like the ear pods and all that bullshit where it's just a tiny little wireless thing that goes in your ear. I like the ones that like wrap around my neck and then they go up in. I've got 2 sets of those for work. Because like my thing is like I don't trust batteries, and I don't want to have like
Oh yeah,
sure. Yeah,
never thought of that.
That makes sense.
Because the last little ones that I bought, they were like super dirt cheap, and that if it's like $20, like, do you think that those are like the best?
They got a cheap battery in that motherfucker. Yeah.
I was just seeing some review, or I don't know. I don't think they're out yet proper, but there's a new pair of wireless headphones that are coming out. I can't even remember the makers of them, but the mold that goes in your ear is actually like a silicone liquid, and you put them in and you sync them to your phone, and then you fire up the like initialization sequence for it, and it uses ultraviolet light to solidify the silicone. Yeah, so it molds to the shape of your ear while they're in your ear. That's some future shit. That's the future I signed up for.
That's crazy, man.
Stick a fucking laser in your ear.
Yeah.
God, Lord. That sounds fun, man.
Sounds cool.
Yeah.
I imagine though that like you would slip and fuck up and do it, and then you can't do it again. You're just stuck.
Or you can't get it out. Yeah. Like, I put it too far. That's terrifying. I don't know. I've never liked earbuds in general. I've always just been a headphones guy, so I think it's even harder of a sell, for me, just for me to find something that I'm actually into. But I don't know. I mean, I guess I could just get wireless, Bluetooth Bose over could just do that. I don't know. But I think the idea of a nice earbud that's like almost unnoticeable and just small and compact, and you put it in your pocket and it charges in the little carrying case and everything like that. That's a cool idea. I don't know.
I flirted around with those for a while, and I found a couple pairs that I actually liked quite a lot, but just nothing that.
Okay, why? That's no.
Oh, hate it.
All right, so you guys are talking about sticking a thing in
roach.
Inside your ear, and then making it solidify and get inside your ear. That's gross. That's disgusting.
Dude, Katie showed me this. She was on TikTok, and she was scrolling through stuff, and I looked over, unfortunately, and watched, and it was a dude, and he was like, he had like a pair of gaming headphones, I think is what it was, and he was like, I kept feeling this like tickling on my ear, and I didn't know what was going on, and he like shows in the ear cup, and there's like one of those like massive, I don't even know what it was, some sort of a beetle or something, but it basically looked like a spider, and it was like this big, just like crawling around on the inside of his ear cup, and I was like, fuck you for showing me that, because put these on pretty much every day, and I never look inside of them.
Check them 100 times now.
I hate that shit. I've been seeing crazy amounts of spiders in the house lately too. I don't know about you, Frank, but it's just that time of year. They're all moving in, trying to get out of the cold.
No, this motherfucker eats.
Been going on a spider genocide.
That's good. Been fucking eating everything.
Hell yeah,
Pepsi Man has.
Prometheus. He goes after spiders I have been getting, and now that I have to smoke outside, I open that door and close up my front door a lot. I'm in and out of the house more. Ugh. So I've been getting spiders in.
You should change his name to Pepsi Man.
Pepsi Man the cat. That's a great cat name.
And then Pepsi sues me and then fucking takes my cat.
It's all part of the process, man. All part of the experience,
That's right.
I don't know if you guys know this. I know Frank or Andrew's probably going to hate anything that I talk about here because one up arcades is the subject I'd like to talk about for a second.
Okay.
I did not know. Did you guys know that? Well, yeah, I think I brought this up in our group chat, but I did not know that they had a golden tea machine, and I'm really tempted to buy one because,
yeah,
I mean, how can you not?
I had seen those at Best Buy, and this is a rare exception where I think that getting a one-up arcade for golden tea makes total sense.
Because that's like, yeah, that was my thing too. Is like I've seen, the NBA Jam and the Turtles 4-man, and they even have like the sit down Star Wars shooter game. I think that's kind of like Star Fox ish, is what I relate it to at least. And all that, I'm like, but would I really play it? But Golden Tee, man, because it's like I can only count, on one hand probably the amount of times that I've been like. I remember I was actually somewhere in Atlanta for an event. I think it was Atlanta. And we stopped at a bar after we were done doing whatever for the day. It was just a little dive bar, but they happen to have golden tea. And that moment when you're like, oh shit, they have golden tea. And then you just have to play it. Like I feel like everybody's just like, if golden tea's there, you gotta play it. And yeah, it's just one of those that, there's always that emulation argument over the actual cabinet or whatever the original experience is. But when it's golden tea, like it's the best you can get in most scenarios.
Yeah, you can't go I mean, you can buy a golden tea cabinet, but they're like $1 jillion because they're still super desirable. So yeah, I totally get it in this case.
If you got that though, would you pay the $10 a month to have it online for your scores and all that bullshit?
That's not a thing, is it?
Yeah. So if you get the
probably not, I don't care about that.
If you get Golden Tea, the home edition, it's like $10 a month. Well, because I looked this up the other day. It's like $10 a month to do to be like connected to the internet, so that way you can share your high scores and all that bullshit. But then I don't know if it was like 300 or 400 or 500 every year to upgrade the courses and stuff if they have upgrades to it.
For the one-up arcade version?
I bet it's the same.
Or for like an actual.
They love their shit.
Damn, I didn't know. I'd be surprised if they did that with the one-up arcade version.
Yeah, they're not so. I mean, they're cheaper than that. I doubt they have Wi-Fi.
Well, that's the thing. That's another thing that I was like, isn't the Turtles in Time cabinet like 400? Is it $399? I'm not sure. It might only be $299. But the golden tea cabinet is $299, and it's like a combo pack. It's free shipping, first of all, on Walmart.com. It's $299, and it comes with the razor, so it makes it a 4-foot cab. And usually, from what I understood, the one-up arcades, most of them are $300 at least to start out, and then it's like another $50 to buy the razor for it. Especially if you want like the matching one, obviously you could build your own if you wanted to. But yeah, so I thought $299 free ship with the razor. I mean, that's a pretty good fucking deal if you ask me.
All right. So I didn't actually look at it. It's classic. So it's not any of the modern, it's not the new stuff. It's classic.
I think it's 4, isn't it?
It's 4 of the
There should be 4 different versions of it. Yeah.
Yeah.
Like Golden T2K or something like that.
Yeah, so it doesn't have all the current shit on it. But that's not bad.
No. Yeah, I didn't think it was that bad. Katie's dad is really into, like, they live on a golf course, and he works at the pro shop and everything, so he's like super, super, super into golf, and he's retired now. So we're playing around with the idea, but it's $300, so we don't want to like overspend on a, you know what I mean? Like you don't want to get something where no one else spends that much, but we're thinking about talking to her sister and seeing if they want to, like, her and her husband and me and Katie go in. It's like a gift from all of us. I $300 among, from 4 people isn't that bad, but I think he would like it because they've got like a pool table room and shit, so it'd be cool to just be in there like next to the bar and stuff.
I like that. That'd be cool.
Yeah. then I want one too. I want to get my arcade fixed. I hope, Frank, next time you come over, if we actually remember to throw that son of a bitch in your car.
We have that number.
Like 3 times we've forgotten now. The next day we text each other like shit.
Yeah, we've been talking about this since the beginning of this podcast, I think.
I think so. It's a sad. Yeah. Did you emailed them, didn't you?
I don't know if I ever
Did you email the guy?
From the dude.
Yeah. I didn't even know if he'd still be in business, that was a while back, so. But we got to, even if we can't fix it, we got to, repurpose it or something. I don't want it to just go to waste.
Yeah, so it's actually, it's not like one of those retro Pi, like a Raspberry Pi things. That thing has, an actual hard drive in there with Windows on it and everything. It's an actual PC. The thing is his software setup. I'm sure that he'll probably give me, if I can ever get a hold of him, whatever I have to load into that. And then you would have to collect... all the physical copies of the games you have. We're gonna have to buy
of course,
hook up to your
back them up.
You got to ROM dump them all. Yeah.
Because if
of course,
not,
right?
That's illegal.
Not legal. Yeah.
That's bad people.
Yeah, I'm sure we can make that happen. I think if I remember correctly, I think I got that thing before Raspberry Pi was really a thing. If it was a thing, it was brand new at the time, I would assume, first, one of the first versions or something. It wasn't I know now you can get a Raspberry Pi kit for $50 or whatever and just put it into fucking Altoids can if you want to or whatever. There's all kinds of crazy shit out there, but back then that wasn't as common. So yeah, it's just the fucking PC built into a custom cabinet.
They've been around for a while, but now they're ubiquitous. When before they were really niche.
Right. Yeah, it's crazy seeing what people throw those things into these days. Just about everything.
Do whatever you want with one.
I'm waiting for Frank to. You're anxious, aren't you? I'm waiting for Frank to build a portable Dreamcast. That's something I need to see in my life.
Don't get me started.
Made one. What? What's everybody looking at me for?
I don't know.
No reason.
I gotta look somewhere, don't I?
I'm still shocked you got that hollow, Andrew. Yeah, I opened 30. I bought a box of those. I got that box for super cheap because I think the majority of people selling, or the majority of people buying, an entire box of those probably just want the box for a collector. A collector's piece. And the box that I got, there was a hole in it. Somebody had cut a square out of the top of the box for some reason, maybe where a price was or something. I don't know. So I got that box, that 36-pack box for less than $20, I think. It was just stupid cheap. So I sat there and just opened 34 packs and I got one holo card. Then it was Yoshi, and I saved 1 pack for Andrew and I saved 1 pack for Frank. And I mailed them off, and I was just fucking around. I was like, oh yeah, Andrew, did you get a holo? And he's like, yeah, I did. And I was like, oh, really? Which one? And he shows a fucking picture of it, not even believing him. And I'm like, you motherfucker, you actually got one. Good shit. I think there's only even 3 or 4 in the whole set.
That's not even the best card I got though, because that definitely goes to this one.
Monkey in a suit.
Monkey business, baby.
Monkey business.
Classic. Nothing funnier than a monkey in a suit.
Nothing.
Dunks
not a damn thing.
Motherfuckers.
Hey, except for somebody falling down.
It's a classic.
What's Mario's last name?
Mario, and Luigi Mario.
Yep.
Yep. I've seen the Super Mario Brothers movie a bunch of times, dude.
I've been trying to convince Katie to watch it with me, and it just doesn't work. I show her the front of it, and she's like, nope. We need to do a movie night of that on Twitch.
If it's ever on Prime, then I'll definitely do that.
Yeah, it sucks that you're limited to Prime.
Yeah, well,
I think people do it on Discord, just straight up I don't know if they stream it or they just watch it together. I don't know. I know people do Discord watch parties. I just don't know how they work.
Yeah, there are different watch along things. There's also like Netflix. You can get like Chrome extensions that will allow you to like sync stuff that way. I think you can do watch parties through that.
Yeah.
So that's not out of the question, but all of us is gonna have to look into it if we actually want to do that.
Right.
But some of that stuff, so sketch. So sketch.
Yeah.
I don't know.
Yeah, because the legal ramifications.
Yeah.
Right. It's just all such a gray area. It sounds so simple, like, oh, let's have a watch party. But when you really think about what it is, it's like, okay, yeah, makes sense that I can't just stream Jurassic Park to my viewers so we can watch it together.
Yeah.
I can't help but notice that John Leguizamo is over your left shoulder, Frank.
He always is. He's my guardian angel.
Okay. Fair enough.
Thanks, Luigi Mario.
That's such a weird. I wonder if
Luigi Zamo
was that the actual. I don't know. I feel like was that like the actual vision of that movie, or do you think it like got off track and it just kind of ended up being?
Oh, it snowballed. Fucking Dennis Hopper was fucking doing speedballs and yeah.
I wish I could remember what podcast or what maybe it was Game Historian or something, but there's a good sort of documentary about the fiasco that
I would love to see that.
It's great. It's really interesting.
Slightly talk about that in on How Did This Get Played.
Yeah, they do, yeah.
Do you know what it's on or what it might be called or anything? I'll have to look it up.
I think it's on YouTube on Game Historian. That channel. Okay. I could be wrong, but he has a lot of other cool shit on there too.
I just feel like it could have been such a good, and then it turned into what it was.
Well, now we've got a theme park though, so we got that swing at it.
Isn't it in Japan though?
Yes, at Universal Studios in Japan.
That's where we're going next summer.
Are we?
Start to learn your fucking katakana and shit, bro.
We need more Patreon subscribers.
I'd do an ep in Japan. That'd be
we'll record one episode in Japan.
I'll record an episode ziplining into Godzilla's mouth.
And we'll respect Japanese culture. We will not do anything.
Nope.
See,
just nothing super.
What pieces of shit have done?
Nothing super fucked up or bullshit.
All right. Hey, whoa. All right. Trips to Japan. All right. Ooh, double take. Do you guys like Tom Green at all? Yes, no, maybe, no.
Yeah.
I like Tom Green.
For sure.
Tom Green a lot.
Yeah.
He bought an RV and he's going to be traveling across the country. And I asked him to stop.
I heard that for a podcast, right?
Yeah. Tom Green's Subway Monkey Hour. Do you remember that? He goes to
Japan? For sure.
Yeah.
Yep.
Fucking Canadians.
They're crazy, man. They're fucking crazy. People think back and say, like, Jackass and stuff like that started it all, but, like, honestly, Tom Green was the wave, man. He was the one that started all that just crazy tomfoolery, man.
He was there at the beginning.
Access TV. Public access. He started on public access.
What did he painted a mural of his parents having sex on their car or some shit and put like a naked statue of I can't even remember what the statue was. Like, he did some fucking wild shit for those days. I mean, I don't even know who else you could put up there with it. Like maybe Howard Stern at the time. I don't know. He was ahead of the curve, man. He was doing some fucking nutters shit. And then Freddy Got Fingered came out and he's jerking off a horse and just
it's too much.
All kinds of madness.
Family, are you thinking about that, or do you have like a family video VHS tape?
Well, it's both, but that's how my family came accustomed to that tradition. So
there's the video. There's the famous one of him jerking off a horse, and there's the one that you took of him jerking off a horse.
Yes, exactly. Yep.
Daddy, would you like
got the
some
angle
sausages? Daddy, would you like some sausages?
The backwards man, the backwards man. I can walk backwards as fast as you can.
I feel content never revisiting that.
It's one of those shit movies that you have to go watch every once in a while. Speaking of shit movies, Borat. Cue Borat 2. Are you guys excited?
No, but I don't know. I'm someone who's like ridden the Borat voice my wife joke into the ground, so I feel like I have to watch it at least.
Oh, you gotta watch it. I'm excited because he's one of those that obviously doesn't hold back whatsoever, and it's super refreshing. Like whenever Chappelle's stand-up hour came out on Netflix not too long ago, and it was kind of like the super sensitive time frame, and Chappelle just kind of came out and was like, fuck all that. And then there was another comedian that did it too. I can't remember who it was, but there's been a couple comedians that have done that recently, and it's pretty refreshing. Speaking of which, I don't think Andrew's really into it. Frank, have you watched an episode of The Cabin yet?
Not yet.
Bert Kreischer watched 2 episodes before we hopped on this, and fantastic. Fantastic. First episode is Tom Segura and Joey Diaz, and they barbecue an emu, and they Tom Segura and Bert fucking field dress it with a chainsaw. Not to spoil too much, but it's good times, man. It's good fucking times.
They grow emu for meat, though. Because if
go
to
the jerky's everywhere, man.
Yeah. The boys.
How are emu eggs? I've only seen the first season.
It's not bad.
It's fun. It's
The
great.
Boys? What is this?
Yeah.
What is this that we speak?
It's Amazon Prime, and it's like the reality of what it would
We
be
Them
like
Boys.
to be a superhero.
It's a comic book adaptation.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, it's got Carl Urban in it, and oh fuck, what's his name?
I love Keith Urban.
Carl Urban. Fuck you.
Carl.
And the comic books are on Comixology, I'm pretty sure, too.
I think so, yeah. But the first season's great. I've heard the second season's also quite good, but I just haven't gotten around to it yet.
Hey.
I've
Dennis
been
Quaid's
going back.
son. Dennis Quaid's son is the lead.
Dennis Quaid has a son?
Patrick
Yeah.
Quaid? Randy Quaid.
Is
We're
that-
talking about Randy Quaid.
I'm not talking about Randy Quaid, actually. Turns out I'm not. I'm talking about the Quaid from fucking Total Recall.
Right.
Open your mind, Quaid. We've been going back and watching Reno 911 recently, and I cannot recommend that enough to people that have no idea what. I actually saw a TikTok recently. What was she had like crazy curly hair, and she always had like a ridiculous bra that like pushed her tits out. That chick on Reno 911. What's her name? Clementine? Is that right? Maybe.
Yeah,
That's something like that.
Anyways,
Can't remember.
she there's a they would film for people that don't know what we're talking about. It's basically Cops. It's shot like Cops, but it's like sketch comedy, and so they make it look like it's actually a real life cop show. And there's this clip of her pulling over this drunk cowboy, and she's giving him a field sobriety test. At the end, there's a pretty funny moment, and all the comments on TikTok were just like people not understanding that it was a fucking show. They were like, no fucking, I mean, they were just, and I'm sitting here watching it as a fucking 32-year-old old man, like, this fucking Reno 911, you dumb fucks. How do you not, like, uncultured swine, I don't know, but it's yeah, you got to go back and watch it. It's fucking classic. The world needs a show like that now. They just need to re-release it or something. I don't know. Start airing it every night.
We had this conversation while playing GTFO. Reno 911 is currently on Quibi.
Quibi.
Yeah, that's true.
Huh?
Yeah, you're right. You told me that.
Were
they shit canned it already?
I thought that.
No.
Oh no!
I just started seeing advertisements.
Here's the thing, though,
No.
is I read a Slashdot article about Quibi, and that he's the guy the people that started it are like trying to sell it, and nobody will buy it at all. Nobody will touch it.
They're trying to cash out like immediately.
Well,
and
like
everybody's like, nope.
As someone who like lives in New York City and like rides the subway or did ride the subway, the concept made sense. The concept was actually not bad. Like a little
like mini-sodes, right?
Yeah, like shows that you can watch in like 7 or 8 minutes on your phone. You can hold it upright to watch them too, and it doesn't like fuck it all up or anything. It looks fine. Or like while you're waiting in line at the, Dunkin' Donuts or whatever. And then they happen to drop it after nobody is in lines or waiting for anything anymore. We're all home all the time now with our
bad timing.
Fucking HBO subscriptions.
With nothing but time to fucking binge 30-minute, hour-long episodes of anything.
I can imagine a dimension in which Quibi took off. But it ain't this one.
I mean, they had to have had an insane amount of funding from somewhere, because it wasn't just like, oh, did you hear about that new platform? It was like every celebrity endorsement ever is how you heard about it. I just started seeing Quibi ads from like all kinds of these celebrities that I knew of.
Yeah, and it's like all original content.
Right.
It's not like,
So they had to have had massive bankroll.
Yeah, and some of those shows look great. Like there's is it like the Fugitive show or something that's got one of the Hemsworth brothers in it, and I think Christoph Waltz is in it too. I'm like, that costed you money to make. I don't know. The whole thing is baffling me. But
I've seen Chris Evans' penis, and
yeah, we all have.
The thing is, that's a nice one.
Yeah,
objectively, I just wanted to.
Objectively of high quality.
It was nice, man. Is that weird that that's just my initial reaction to any male celebrity nude leaks, that I just immediately have to find it and see it for myself? And I don't know that if I don't necessarily do that for female nude leaks.
You're completely heterosexual. It's fine. You're comfortable with
that's what I'm wondering.
And you're comfortable with men's bodies.
That's
You'll
true.
actively search out another man's penis. It's okay. It's 2020.
I really had to dig for it too. Like, I didn't find it first search. I spent a good 20 minutes getting to the bottom of it. And then I did.
On the dark web, trading Bitcoin for a new lead, trying to track down those hot Chris Evans hog shots.
Because I think back,
crankworthy hog.
It's a crankworthy hog.
I have gone back and some of the notable ones, like the Pam Anderson, Tommy Lee, stuff like that. Like recently gone back, just because it's like urban legend almost at this point. Like the infamous ones. You're like, oh, I got to see that. You know what I mean?
What did you call it, Andrew? You called it America's penis?
That's America's hog, yeah.
That's right. Goddamn right.
That's a reference to Avengers Endgame, and I hope you've all enjoyed that.
I just love the fact that he was sending memes about himself, or at least it was on his camera roll, so maybe someone sent it to him. I don't know, but
yeah,
it's pretty great.
Now that I have your attention, go vote. I believe that was his next tweet after all this stuff happened.
Should I post it up as the background real quick for the viewers at home to see?
I'd rather you didn't.
Yes. For the patron-only content.
I can do it right now.
You have the power. Drunk with power.
I'm going to have to find the Quibi Reno 911. And is that where that image is from, Frank?
Maybe.
Or does that...
It's got to be, right?
I mean, it's pretty currently relevant. Yeah. So,
do you remember the John that you went to elementary school with, and I went to Votech with, and I ended up being friends with later on? And
old pocket tees.
Yeah.
John Lee's pocket tees.
We doxed him.
Yeah, I wasn't saying it, but yeah.
All right.
It just came out. I'm sorry.
One year for Halloween at a Halloween party that we all went to. Well, you guys didn't go to that because you guys didn't hang out with that emo punk poser, those weirdos that I hung out with for a little bit there.
For sure.
He went as Deputy Dangle one year, and it was a golden Deputy Dangle. Because he's like tall and lanky and shit, and he had the nut sack and everything.
I have a buddy. We had a LAN party, a Halloween LAN party just 2 or 3 years ago, and we all dressed up. And one of my buddies, I don't think you know him, but it would be like Nate and Jeff's cousin.
Yeah.
He lived here. He's moved back to Florida now, but he lived over here with us for a while, and he did the same thing. He came as Dangle, and it was pretty good, man. It was pretty great. I've got a picture I'll show you guys. It's on my Facebook, but man, I want to start, like, that's one thing I really enjoy is adult Halloween costume parties. They're too much fun, man. Especially when, like, we just had a LAN party and everybody just came dressed up as shit. It was fucking hilarious. It was good times.
I haven't been to one in a really long time, but when I was in college, I went to one in Kansas City down in the West Bottoms, like where all those haunted houses are. And there was a guy who had like a really cool like warehouse apartment that was like 2 stories. It was huge.
Nice.
Because nobody wanted to live down there. But he was covered in like football pads and like leather gear, and also covered with sex toys, all kinds of like dildos and stuff.
Fuck?
And of course, I was present for somebody asking him what he was, and he says, "I'm Mad Mac. I'm Mad Climax Beyond Pussy Dome."
Yeah.
Oh my god.
I immediately thought Mad Max.
It's pretty good. I didn't know, but like now as an adult, a person who just knows things about the world, I do wonder how much all those sex toys cost, because them shits ain't cheap.
Oh, that's a good point. Yeah, unless you. Wow.
Right? Are you sure that it was a Halloween party?
As far as I know.
Okay, and you weren't like roofied and
Well,
up there. Now you're on the internet somewhere.
I was there in a white suit that I bought at Goodwill, and like
it was black first, and then it was white after the Halloween party.
Shut up! It was a brightly colored V-neck T-shirt, and I was fucking Don Johnson from Miami Vice.
Nice. How long ago was this party?
I was in college, so it would have been, I don't know.
So it was a minute ago. Okay. Yeah. Well, the point I was going to get to is I have recently purchased a dildo on eBay, Amazon, eBay. I can't remember.
God, not eBay.
I can't remember. No, well, but the thing I just wanted, so I ran across
Facebook Marketplace.
No, I wouldn't get it on Wish. It would have taken 3 months to get there. Fuck that, and it would have shown up in a different race. But I stumbled upon some like TikTokers or something that was just doing trick shots with suction cup dildos, and I was like, I want to do that. That looks really fun. And so I got on, again, I can't remember, Amazon or eBay, and I found like suction cup dildos for like $7.99 free shipping. Which doesn't even make sense, because for someone that runs an eBay business and knows how much it costs to ship something that weighs about that much, the profit is like nothing. Like after whatever it costs to produce this dildo, it just blew my mind. But yeah, I have one, and it's a lot of fun. When Frank came over the first time, I had it just hanging from the ceiling, and he walked underneath that doorway like 5 fucking times. He was just bringing in like coolers and food and shit, and just like walking right past the dildo and had no idea. And we finally had to point it out to him. But that was going to be my thing. If it was recent, he could have just covered himself in fucking penises for like $50.
But like at that point, I think when you're finding stuff like that on eBay for an unreasonably cheap price, what you're actually doing is helping someone else hide evidence.
Oh shit. Yeah,
well, you might be complicit.
Somebody might have been beaten to death by that flaccid.
That's right.
Yeah. But okay.
They're so cheap, anyways.
Wasn't got a heft to them?
They're made by children in third world countries. Child.
That's
labor.
just a sad thought, you know. Because
they're made by machines. Come on now.
But it was painted. Machine. The head is a different color than the shaft, Andrew. So who's doing that work?
Yep.
But who's dipping it?
Dipping.
The machine's dipping it?
Yeah.
I don't know, man.
No problem.
Maybe.
Take a little stop in the spray booth, and then move it down the line.
Somebody's packaging it, though, and shipping it out from Hong Kong. So
get your Hong Kong dong.
I got a Hong Kong dog, and it's the fucked up thing. It's just chilling in my sock drawer. So every time I get socks, I forget about it, and when I find it, it's just a good time, you know.
Well, I think that's going to do it for us, ladies and gentlemen. Thank you to Javelin for letting us use your song Soda Popinski as our intro.
Can we? Is this the episode 21, the Hong Kong Dong?
It's going to be something like that. It's pretty good. I got a few to choose from.
Hell yeah. Shout out to all of our patron supporters. We appreciate yous. We love yous. Mm-hmm. I think we fulfilled all our duties, haven't we? I think we're new to it, so if we're a little behind, like we didn't know where we were going to host our patron only content. I think we figured that out. We can always change as we go and everything, but we're new to the whole process as you guys are. So
our first bonus up finally made it up after its long and tortured path to
and existence. It's a banger. I don't know. I don't even know if we've talked about this, but our first patron only content. Is there a threshold, or is it just anybody that pays gets access to the patron only?
It's set at $5 right now, but I think I'm actually going to drop it down to $1. Okay, so that
I was just curious.
Anybody with $1 and a wish can hop on the gravy
train. Watch our patron only. Yeah, I like that idea. I think it's worth because I guess I'm more for that now because I'm like excited for people to see it, so I'd rather the threshold be low. But our patron only content for month 1 was the tier list that you guys have probably seen. Various people do for all kinds of different topics, and we chose fast food, and we were in a pretty heated discussion for over an hour ranking our top. So it wasn't just like a quick 6-minute like here's our patron only content, like we legit it was basically a whole bonus episode of Gravy Wheels. So if you guys are interested in that, you might want to check out the Patreon. It was pretty good.
It went on so much longer than any of us thought it would.
It really did, yeah. It was great though. It was a good discussion. I think we took it. I think we all took it way more serious than what anyone expected. Is basically what happened, and that's why it turned into such a long episode.
I think if you're going to do something like this, that's how you have to do it.
Yeah, and I'm excited to do more. Those tier lists are fun.
Few things are better than taking a dumb idea really seriously. That's what I'm all about.
That's your specialty, man. That's your specialty.
Thank you to Tyler Edwards for your artworks, which I'm wearing on my chest at this exact moment.
Yeah. Look at that merch. Merch link in the bio.
That's right. Get this shiny, glowy pink. Beautiful. Goes with everything. Compliments your eyes.
And all the profits go to funding our trip to Tokyo.
Yeah, there you go. God, I was so worried about what you were going to say there.
Where episode 69 will be recorded.
Does anybody want to end this?
Frank have something to say?
Worcestershire.